we are at Electric Fields 2018 today, and we're going to do a whole vlog of our weekend. So we have press tickets this weekend because we've done a blog post for Electric Fields, and we're going to be vlogging this weekend, and we've been doing things on social media as well. I'll put the link to my blog post in the description, but basically we chose to come here because it is an awesome first festival to bring a family for a first time. I'm getting distracted because there's lots of people walking past the tent right now and I look not so cool. Talking to a camera. Basically it is about 7,000 people at this festival, which makes it quite a small festival if you compare it to Glastonbury that has 180,000 people. So it's relatively small. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from Newcastle. They've got some absolutely sterling bands on across the weekend. It's in the grounds of Drumlanrig Castle, so they've got a huge adventure playground that you've got access to for the weekend. There's a whole kids area with a really jam-packed schedule over the weekend, so we're going to check it out and we're going to take you along for the ride. So strap in and we'll see you as we go. So we've just pitched the tent. It's a bit of a mess already, there's stuff everywhere, so we're just getting set up, having the obligatory beer that you have when you pitch a tent, which tastes better than any beer you'll ever drink in your whole life. Lena is insisting we all put on temporary tattoos. I've got, I don't know, focus, there we go. Oh, I want that one. That one looks really cool. Right, let's do that. Lena wanted some glitter stars as well. I'm just about to pin a fringe back. I am obviously like fully bedecked.
You want that one?
Yeah, I want that one. That looks so cool. Arlo doesn't want any glitter, but you've got some tattoos, haven't you, bud? Let's have a look. Wow. And Mark is just jazzing up our trolley, our festival trolley for the kids. So, what? Wagon, trolley. The terms are interchangeable. We're pitched in family camping, which. We're just next to the entrance, and this, thank you, and this thoroughfare here, which may turn out to be a bad decision. We'll see. So I'm going to update you on the situation for this evening. So unfortunately Papa Ginge has to go to work tomorrow. His boss gave him today off, but he hasn't given him tomorrow off. So we've got pitched. It's like 3:15 now. The arena opens at 4, so I think we're gonna go to the adventure playground now for a little bit, then into the arena, and then Mark's gonna hang around for a couple of hours, and then after we see Ezra Furman, Mark's gonna leave, drive back to Newcastle, go to work tomorrow, and then come back up. So I'm gonna be solo parenting the two kids from about 7 o'clock this evening until probably about like 9 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm a little bit anxious about it, if I'm honest. I don't know how it's gonna go being at a festival with a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old on my own. I'm really hoping that it's okay, but it is what it is, so we're just gonna power on. So you might notice the footage might be a little bit more chaotic this evening and tomorrow, but I'll do the best that I can. So we've just entered Drumlanrig Castle's adventure playground. It looks pretty fun. Just come through the festival, which is right next to where we're camping, just over there. This is not a bad walk at all. So I can see a helter-skelter, waltzers, a Ferris wheel, little stalls. Kids have given up on walking. It's actually raining a little bit right now. It wasn't forecast to rain, it's just a little bit of drizzle, but it feels a little bit chilly. We're in Scotland. So this dude's enjoying the festival.
That dog?
Yeah. I don't know who his owners are, but he seems to be having fun. I can't go home, no, I'm not homeless. I'm just another savage in your wilderness. And if you can't calm down, you can listen to this. It's my former employer. Destroy it. Ways for me to destroy, and I never want to die, and I never go. All of you love you. Oh my gosh, guys! Ah, we're so high! We're a bit sad because Papa Ginge just had to leave to go to work. So we've come up, the kids have made me come on the Ferris wheel, and I'm a little bit nervous about having to.
Right at the top.
Oh my goodness! Is that exciting? Do you like it, baby? Woohoo! Oh, this is a fast Ferris wheel. There's the main stage. It's Friday, it's day 2 of Electric Fields. We have just got out of the tent. We've been up since like 6:30 and it's now nearly 12. Getting 2 children ready and out of the tent this morning on my own nearly broke me. I've just spent hours looking for things and finding things and then losing them again and then looking for them again. At one point I had Lena already and then we were about to go and I realised she'd taken her shoes off. It's just been one of those mornings. I'm very much looking forward to Papa Ginge getting back later. The kids slept brilliantly last night. You finished? Good job. Lena's just eating Peppa Pig raisins. Yeah, they both slept brilliantly, even though it was absolutely freezing. They pretty much slept all night. Yeah, you can put it in the bin, except for a few little gripes and grumbles. But it got to 2 degrees last night. One of my, I have this like spray, it actually froze in the night. I was freezing. I couldn't feel my toes for most of the night, but the kids did okay, so that's a plus. So we've just come to the adventure playground for a little bit and then we're going to head on into the festival.
That giant snake.
Wow. Don't touch him though, Lena, okay? You got to wait for the people to touch. Because we don't know whether he likes to be touched.
He's got... Oh my gosh, he likes escaping, I think. I think he just didn't.
Think he's hiding? Yeah, don't touch those guys.
Oh my.
He's coming out. Should we see some of the other ones? What's in these? Oh, it's a tarantula.
Oh yeah.
To that tarantula, Lena.
There's a tarantula in here too.
Okay, well don't touch the boxes because she'll scare them.
Look at that spider.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, it's a little tiny turtle.
Where? Is it a tortoise? Is it a tortoise?
Yeah. Oh, and this is a big bug. He's eating some cucumber.
Can we see some now?
He's stroking a little hedgehog. Aww. You're being brave, Arlo. we've come to a magic and bubble show in the kids' tent.
Together again because it was just magic. I've always wanted to do what? I've always wanted to do that.
Did you see that?
Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Wow, that's right. Now, can you do me a big favour? Turn around and look at this nice black wall. Just watch what happens. Oh, it's the bubble. Ready? Look at the wall. Wow, isn't that pretty? There you go, my love. There you go, fantastic, right. I'm loving all your support, guys. It's brilliant. You guys are loving that. Right.
Lena,
that way around.
was it fun inside the bubble? Yeah?
Working our way around this way.
So I've got a cup of tea and the kids are doing some colouring, but there's changing facilities here and all sorts. Oh, Lena's bored already. You want to go somewhere else? Okay. Who's that pretty girl? Alright, let's go find something else then. Oh, oh! Hello! Let's go. Yes! You did it! Well done!
Oh, I saved that.
Lena's turn!
Mommy's 1-0.
Oh, Lena's got her own way of doing it. Yay! Well done.
And what this hand, okay, get your fingers, okay, put it like that. Okay. Pull this back all the way back, like that. Then when I say go, we let go. 1, 2, 3, let go. Whoa!
Wow!
Right, big muscles, big muscles, big muscles. No, no hold the arrow, you silly sausage. Oh, no, right, let's see. Right, so watch, pull this straight, pull this back. Right, big muscles, all the way back.
Pull it. Oh, good job. Their first ever waltzer ride. I think it's the first ever. Are you ready, baby? Yeah? Okay, everybody hold on tight.
Okay,
Are ready? Right, we're gonna start in a second. Are worse as an adult. You know when it flings your head back, and when you're a kid your head just goes back against the waltzer, so it doesn't feel too bad, but when you're an adult, like my head was above the back of the waltzer, so it was just flinging my neck back. I was having to use all my strength to hold my neck up. too old for waltzes now. My neck feels done in. Kids want to go on something else now. They want activities non-stop at all times. It's exhausting. Just been getting some rum samples. Well, I have, obviously not the children, from Sailor Jerry. And they gave us some tattoos, didn't they, kids? Selena's got a lion. Arlo's got a boat. I have a lovely lady and a small rum. Returned. I'm thrilled. He's back. He's back. So it is now Friday night. What time is it? 8:15. We've just been in the festival for a little while, like getting all of our clothes on to get warm because the temperature has tanked this evening. It was nice and warm today, but it's cold tonight and it's going to get colder. So we've put all of our warm clothes on. We've got woolly hats, scarves, gloves, and we're going to take the wagon back out again. Oh yeah, we've also got UV face paints because it's Friday night, so we're going to go big or go home or back to the tent. So tonight, I really want to see Young Fathers, but they're playing at 11 till 12, so we need to figure out the logistics of that. But we're going to head back in now, and I'm just thrilled to have this one back. He's just come straight from work, so he's not at all festival zoned like we are. But yeah, it's been a really good day, so I'm looking forward to a good night, and we'll show you a little bit out and about tonight, but not a ton, because we just want to actually focus on having a fun time and being in the moment rather than filming everything. So, see you later. Fell asleep in the wagon, and then we went and put them back into bed. Papa Ginge is with them now. I'm just walking past NOEL Gallagher's High Flying Birds finishing their act. I've come back out to go see the cover of the Beatles. That's pretty cool. I'm coming to go into the BBC tent to go see Young Fathers, who I love. I really hope they've got Leith Congressional Choir with them, because that'll be awesome. But I couldn't just go to bed and miss Young Fathers, so I'm off out, and that sounds pretty special. Da, da, da. It's easy. Oh, yeah.
All you need is love.
front for the first 3 songs, which is the closest I've ever been to a band performing. It was awesome. We'll show you some of the footage now. Wow, what a night. That's day 2 of Electric Field's over. I'm going back to the tent now to sleep with the littles. It's very tempting to go back to the club, Sneaky Pete's, but I'm gonna go back and get to sleep because you know they're gonna wake up at 6 anyway. Peace out from night 2. Hello, it is day 3, the 3rd and final day from Electric Fields Festival. We are just ready, fully glittered up. The rain has come. It's very cold and miserable and wet today, but we're not going to let that spoil the fun. We're just about to get out for the last day. I think we're going to go to a major minor music club. We're all glittered up, aren't we? Yeah? So we're going to head out now and we'll take you along for the day. We're going to have a good last day, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we missed the major minor music club, so we've come to the kids area, so I'll show you around. There's 2 main kids tents with like activities all through the day, and then there's this outside, this area. So it's got like a bunch of games. This tent is the baby tent, so you can have teas and coffees, and there's like sensory stuff for babies to play with and changing mats. In here they've got an activity on today that says plant a seed, and they're also making dream catchers. They've got stands over there with like face painting and glitter, and then in here you've got Bumblebee Sports. The kids did this yesterday and really enjoyed it. The people who help are so nice. Well done, Arlo. Got a little basketball player. Oh, go on then, baby. Ah, oh, good job, baby. Ah, loser. Loser. Oh, what's your excuse? What's your excuse? She's ran down there. So yeah, it's quite a cute little kids area. Yay! Well done, baby. Just one more go, and then it's somebody else's go. Oh, so close. So in here is Glasgow Science Centre. It's Bodyworks on tour, so it's loads of different like science stations. It's really fun. You're not even on the chart.
Well, this isn't good though, because it's like...
This is... You're not even on it.
So that's passes is 1.79, I've got 2.04. Right, you ready?
I thought it was...
You've already lost it.
I thought it was these that lit up.
No.
Okay, right.
So choose on that one though, so you're gonna...
Let go.
Right, you...
I got the second. Try again. Wow. Just average it out, right? He's determined to beat the best score.
Wait, let me do it. Let's do it again. Let me do it.
Yay! You're victorious! You won! In the other kids' tent right now is a little kids' disco. Happy birthday to ya! Happy birthday to ya! They knew the Geordies were coming. PJ and Duncan. Yeah. walking back to the tent after Ghostpoet. Mark took the kids back at about 10ish, and I carried on to see Idols and Ghostpoet, and now I'm just leaving the festival one last time, and that's a wrap on Electric Fields 2018. It's been awesome. Morning. It's all good and well until you have to pack up your tent in the rain. It's very drizzly here this morning. We are just having a cup of tea before we pack up and leave. I've promised the kids that we'll do one last play in the Drumland Rig Castle's Adventure Playground, and I actually want to walk up to the castle to have a look at the Pink Palace itself before we go. So yeah, I think I've done a lot of the packing up of the stuff inside the tent, so I'll take the kids to play while Papa Ginge packs up the actual tent itself. Oh, my toast is ready. Oh, nice work. Oh, I've got the Lewin shot, my bad. So Electric Fields is in the grounds of Drumlanrig Castle, and this is it. It's known as the Pink Palace, and I believe it's the best example of 17th century architecture of this scale in Scotland. 17th century Scottish architecture, I believe. So we've just come to have a look at it. There it is. It's very grand. Has a pink hue, that's why it's called the Pink Palace. Look there, it's pink. We've just climbed up some very big stairs and come to get a closer look. Those bushes look good, don't they, guys? Have you ever seen bushes shaped like that?
Well, I haven't games.
And if you like Outlander like I do, then some of the scenes from Outlander were filmed here. I think it was the Duke of Sandringham's estate in Outlander. Can't quite remember. And it was the one where Jamie was meant to have a duel, I think. Wow, it's got a gorgeous view of this. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow. We'll go upstairs. Yeah.
Nina just ran over to this and said, "Look at that giant cake." It's a pretty impressive building. I wish we had time and the money to go in today, but we don't, unfortunately. We'll have to save it for next year. Hello, we are back from Electric Fields. Liked it so much I bought the t-shirt. What I was going to do was, when we were driving back, I was going to do a rundown of how I'd found it and stuff in the car. And then I was so knackered from Electric Fields that I fell asleep for 45 minutes. Me and Lena, we both had a power nap. It felt amazing.
Me and Ola didn't. I'd love to have a nap, but not after all the driving.
Do you know what though? You did get to escape for a night and sleep for a full night.
Escape to go work.
Yeah.
To drive again.
You had a full night in a bed with nobody else, while I was in a tent with 2 children when the temperatures reached 2 degrees. I couldn't feel my toes for a whole night. It was freezing. But I did want to just pop on and give you a little bit of an overview of how we found the weekend. You've obviously seen all the footage of how we found it. You can see I'm wearing the t-shirt, so I obviously loved it that I now went and bought the t-shirt and I'm repping it. I want to go back every year. I really, really loved it. My favourite day was the day that you weren't there. Sorry about that. It wasn't because Mark wasn't there, even though he is highly irritating. It was because I was really anxious about doing the festival on my own without him, because it was about 27 hours that I was on my own at the festival with a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. So you left about 8 o'clock on the Thursday night, so we just got there, set up, went into the festival for an hour or two. Mark had to leave. So I had the kids that night, and then we went and saw the bands, and then we went back to the tent half 10 or something. Then I had them all night in the tent on my own, and then for the full next day, and then Mark got back 8, 9 on the Friday night. So I was really worried. I was like, how am I going to manage, how a toilet trip's going to go with 2 kids, how is it going to be? But actually it was really, really good. We were blessed with the weather that day, and the sun came out, and it was a lovely sunny day. The kids were angels. And it was just one of those days where you're at a festival and the sun comes out and it's just a really nice vibe. So I felt on a high as well, because I was yeah, I'm a badass mom, managing 2 children on my own at a festival. So it was quite empowering for me. But I think it just speaks volumes to how Electric Fields is for families. That day did feel that easy to me, and it was because I was worried before we went that it wouldn't be like a safe space, that I'd be really anxious and the kids would be like, there'd be lots of drunk people around and big crowds. But one of the reasons I chose Electric Fields was because it is a smaller festival and people were spread out. Like, I could go see bands at the main stage and be relatively close but still have space for the kids to run around and me to be able to see them. There was so much for them to do, so they didn't get bored. It just felt like the perfect starter festival for a family who's into music, who doesn't just want to go to a festival that's all about the children, or like a really big festival that's overwhelming. It just had a really nice vibe. All the people were really nice, weren't they?
Yeah, didn't come across anyone that was...
Everybody was just super
offensive
friendly.
Or anything. It was,
lovely with the children. Like, the staff, the security were amazing. Like, you know, we were on first name terms with like quite a few of them. There was a security guard called Megan who Lena fell in love with, and she was picking her up all the time and cuddling her. Lena also fell in love with Jen, the PR manager, who we all loved because she's amazing, and she pestered the life out of her the whole festival, and Jen was so patient and so generous with her time, and all of the people were just lush. Yeah, so I just don't have anything bad to say about the festival at all. Do be warned though, if you're going, it says it's a slight hill to get up from the parking to family camping. I would say that's more than a slight hill when you're carrying kids and loads of your luggage. Definitely take a trolley.
A trolley, that's it.
Yeah. We had a little wagon. Everybody was really into our wagon at the festival, going, where did you get that from? That's amazing. We'll put a link into it in the description, but they do come in really handy for getting your camping gear to the car and then also lugging your kids around when they get tired. Both of our kids fell asleep in ours on an evening, so that was really handy. I'll put in... I've got a couple of blog posts linked to this as well, so I've got best wagons for festivals that I'll put in the description, and also creating a family camping kit from scratch, so our favourite products and stuff will be in there. I'm just thinking, is there anything else to say about the festival? The food was amazing. Lobster at a festival.
We ate largely at the pit. There's like a separate food area called the pit.
It's a really well-known Edinburgh like street food market.
Yeah, and there was other things around the outsides of the main site.
The arena.
The arena, that's what I was looking for. So there's loads of choice and it was all really good. Yeah, getting lobster and chips.
Yeah, it sounds really good and it was really tasty, but then I had to try and, this is total like middle class problems or something, trying to eat my lobster with a wooden fork was just, you couldn't get it out, and then I smelled fish for ages and it was in my teeth, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating lobster at a festival. My favourite thing that I ate was there was I can't remember what it's called now, but it did buttermilk fried chicken. And it came in with garlic mayo and Parmesan truffle oil fries. That was my favourite meal that I had. What was yours?
Oh god.
Oh, the halloumi fries were pretty good.
Yeah, the halloumi fries were good. Oh god.
The gyoza was nice from
fish and chips was nice. And it wasn't fish and chips, we'd expect fish and chips. It was smoked salmon. A big fillet of smoked salmon.
Fillet of smoked salmon.
Yeah. On some chips.
And it had like a nice puree on top. That was from Rost, I think they're called. They're from Edinburgh as well.
Burger was nice. Everything was nice, really.
Yeah, all the food.
First I got a burger and it was a blue cheeseburger, and that was very nice.
Oh yeah, my burger was good as well. That was were they called Smush? I don't know, but all of the food was really good. That's one of my favourite things about a festival, and we had a few drinks. I've still got, it is like a week on from getting back from Electric Fields now, and I've still got one of the temporary tattoos that we got from
hanging in there,
Sailor Jerry, who were giving out free samples of rum and these temporary tattoos. But yeah, so we loved the festival. We want to thank the team so much for inviting us to go along to make this vlog and do the blog post that we did. We really hope we can go back next year, and thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll have some more travel posts and some more festival posts coming for you. Festivals will be next year, but hopefully another travel post this autumn sometime. And thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do give this a thumbs up, and bye till next time.
Goodbye.